Okay, great win. It's a good football team. Very physical game on both sides. Very competitive plays on both sides. Certainly a different challenge than we've faced. We said that situations in this game that we haven't been in yet as a team, and it was good to see us really respond. Really proud of the way we played in the second half. That was a very big point of emphasis throughout the week, especially coming off the Stanford game of putting together a more complete game, and I thought we did that. Probably my favorite, I just told the team there, probably my favorite play of the game or sequence of the game was the goal line stop there at the end. That's what we're about. No matter who thinks the game's over or this doesn't matter, it all matters to us. And if you're going to be a champion, it's got to all matter. And for our guys to get that stop right there at the end to close the game was as meaningful as anything that happened tonight. So proud of our guys, great win. Obviously got to get back on it. Got an important one coming up.
Lincoln, the defense gives up 420 yards, but obviously gets a lot of big stops at the right times. How do you walk away just generally feeling about the defensive performance?
We just held a really, really good offense and offensive staff and talented guys to 17 points. Can it get better? Absolutely. Do we expect it to get better? Yes. But we're finding ways to allow people to not score very many points and win games and make the big plays when we need to make them. And so absolutely something we'll continue to build on. But I think we're growing. We're learning each week. There's a few less mistakes, a few more things right. I thought this group offensively really presented some challenges, and proud of the way we handled it. And you guys kind of get to know our personality now too. We're always going to love and appreciate winning. Lots to get better at, a lot of ball left to play.
Is it fair to say that your defense can be characterized as an opportunistic defense now, making big plays when they need to? Solomon had the hat trick on one play, sack, fumble recovery. Thule, big sack. You guys have another 2 turnovers.
Yeah, well, great units make big time plays at big moments, and I would say we're a very good defense that I expect is going to get better and better.
Lincoln, it feels like the run game can get overlooked in your offense. How do having Travis and Austin running the way they did tonight change what you can do?
Yeah, I thought the run game was really pretty good most of the night. We were steady. Thought the line was really good in the run game. Those guys started seeing it pretty well. We had some big ones. We're really, really close. I think the shoestring one that Travis almost came out of that would have went a long, long way. So, yeah, it's important. You got to run the ball to win and win consistently and win different ways. And so proud of the way we ran it.
Caleb, you used your legs a good amount today. Does that just come from getting kind of more comfortable in this offense, or is it was that a point of emphasis this week?
For sure it wasn't a point of emphasis. I try not to use my legs, but that is an ability that I have. I want to stand back there. I want to deliver. I want to be, as we always say, the best mailman, best delivery man back there in the world. And I just had opportunities that opened up, and defense was giving it to me, and I just took what they were giving me.
Lincoln, is there any concern about Bobby Haskins' arm?
No, he could have played if the game there was over. Just took a pretty big shot, but he's laughing and joking out there with us at the end. So I can't repeat it all, but he'll be good, and I'll be excited to be able to get some of these guys healthy. We're able to get there tonight on both sides of the ball and hold a few guys that we think are getting pretty close to being ready to go.
What's it meant to have Solomon emerge the last 2 games?
It's huge. We gave him a game ball in there, which was very much deserved. 2 weeks ago he was a 3. He wasn't getting very many reps. How many reps you take in a Rice game? 5. It took 5 reps in a Rice game. All right, but that's what we're trying to build, right? A guy that first game of the season takes 5 reps and is a 3, gets an opportunity, keeps working, and then now look at him. It's now as a starter, came in and really impacted the last 2 weeks. Was even better this week than he was last week from what I saw on the field, and we would expect him to continue to get better, but it's been huge.
Caleb, you came out really sharp in the second half after a couple of possessions there in the second quarter where you guys didn't score. What was kind of the difference there between the second quarter and the third?
Yeah, second quarter it was small mistakes, very, very small mistakes, and those small mistakes lead to stalling on drives, getting pushed back, having a sack where I should have just dirted the ball or threw the ball out of bounds. We could have got a field goal, anything like that. Just really small mistakes. And then we went to halftime. We collected ourselves. Like Coach said, we wanted to play a full game, and that's been our whole thing this whole week. Trusted, and trusted. So that was the main goal. That was really the main goal throughout the week. Main goal when we went into halftime. And we also it was be the hunters, not the hunted. Was our mentality. And so we just came out fighting, came out shooting, and yeah, we had a pretty good third quarter.
Lincoln, how pleased were you with the way he responded in the third quarter? And obviously through 3 games now, no turnovers. His play up to this point.
Yeah, no, I love that he's taking care of the ball. Yeah, I thought we had to make some adjustments there from the second quarter, after the second quarter, and I thought the adjustments were well received. He went out and executed them well. He's learning to win and progress in different ways, and that's what quarterbacks do as they get older and more experienced, and he's seeing it well and has a really good grasp of what we're doing, and thought he trusted it even more this week than he did last week, and we just got to continue to go to work together and improve.
Solomon, could you walk us through that play, the sack fumble play?
I don't even know what happened on that play. I just keep the ball got off and just reach my arm out to get a sack fumble. They've been talking about it all week, and that's what I try to execute on there. That's all.
What was your mentality when you were third on the depth chart and kind of fighting through that the first week?
Say it again.
What was your mentality when you were third on the depth chart and kind of fighting for your spot?
It's hard, I'm not going to lie, because I came from Wyoming and I was a starter and a big name up there. So when I came down here, there's a lot of talent. I just had to keep working and keep doing what I've been doing. And it's time to pay off.
Lincoln, you had a 15-play drive that took up 7 minutes of clock. I don't know how many of those you've ever had, but just
More than you would guess. More than you would guess.
How important was it though to be able to put a drive together like that? You kind of had the explosiveness last week, but this week you kind of had to grind it out.
That was a point of emphasis for the offense. So we've got to be able to win in different ways, and whether we're playing fast or in explosive plays, or it slows down. You have a lot of plays you got to be able to execute. Being fairly effective on third down and really, really effective on fourth down was a big part of that. And I think it showed some progress.
Lincoln, you mentioned fourth down. You went for it on fourth down 3 times in the first half. Was it your plan to come out that aggressively, or is that just how it turned out?
No, I was hoping we wouldn't be in that many. But yeah, you just make those decisions as you go. You never know how the game's going to play out. The good fun thing about calling plays when you're the head coach is you've got the full team in mind when you do it. And I felt like the confidence defensively that we were going to get stops, the confidence offensively that we were going to convert. Really had no hesitation on all 3.
Coach, what was your mentality to the defense once Hamer went out?
Just keep playing. We have too much respect for the other players on that team. For Coach Tedford and his staff, obviously the quarterback's a tremendous player, but like for us to sit there and think they're not going to have another guy ready, like Jeff Tedford's one of the best quarterback coaches our game's ever seen, right? So he's going to have somebody else ready to go, and they still got all those other good players that have been a big part of their success. So it was business as usual. On to the next one, and they still presented a challenge, and we had guys up.
Solomon, what do you feel like it says about this defense that, while you guys gave up some yards, especially in the second half, you were able to come up with big plays when you need them, yours included?
Right, well, Coach always references that they don't get extra credit for explosives or getting down in the red zone or whatever. Like, we still have to get takeaways, we still have to do our job, and at the end of the day, we're always 3 plays away from getting off the field, so that's the mindset.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
3-0.